Hello YouTube, welcome to Sunday in the shop. It won't be a long video today. I'm doing this on Saturday and it's only about 54 degrees in the shop. One thermometer says 52 and the other one says 54, so we've got a chilly spell. It is cold, cloudy, sprinkling all day today. Went to Harbor Freight here a few days ago. Some of the stuff I can't even find. I know I have a couple more things. We did our antique C-clamps. We picked these up, the 4-inch. They're probably $4. That's kind of how they price them. If it's a 4-inch clamp, it's $4. 6-inch, $6. I mean, they're good enough for welding. One of them is so crooked the way they molded it. I just got to show you how bad it is. I kind of was in a hurry, so I couldn't go through the whole pile. You know, if you got time, you could just go through the whole pile and pick the best ones. But this one. Can you tell how crooked that is? Look at that. See how it leans that way? But they're just for welding. And I don't care how bad they get. I mean, they're for welding. I try not to get any splatter. It's spatter, not splatter. I call it either one. On the threads there. So, that's those. I don't even think I'll waste my time taking a picture on them. But I did run them down real quick to make sure they kind of landed pretty straight. If they do. Like I said, they're just for welding. Another thing. Put these on the floor here. Or maybe off to the side. We picked these clamps up. Now, all we needed was these. Okay? These are small, like kind of goes... I'll show you sometime my voltmeter. I replaced on my cheapy voltmeter. I just put these on. And then I modified the probes. So I can still use the probes. But you get all these. These are good for holding parts when you're painting stuff. I mean, if you don't care, you can use them for stuff. These are them weird ones. I should take one out. I had them all out. These are kind of weird. I'll probably never use them. See how they're made? We can get the cover off it, which I doubt. We're filming on the camera here. We're trying not to hurry through this video. We want to give you a quality product. But like these, I'll probably use these for holding up something to paint or something. Or hold something together. I'm never going to use it for electrical use. They're just an oddball type. At least I showed you can get them apart to put the wire on. Anyway, we'll show you what we put them on. These can go on the floor for now. We wanted 2 of them for our homemade rotary tool, okay? And what we did was, first, before I forget, they give you tangs to crimp it on either one. I broke that off. You know, they're just little tangs. I broke that part off. Put heat shrink tubing. I went ahead and put some black. I put some red. This is some stuff I ordered from a company that's tubing. Did all that. I mean, the springs are okay. I would not want to put them on a heavy-duty battery charger at all. But for this purpose, to hook it to my battery in my truck to use this tool, they're alright. So, I will snap a picture of maybe of that. Okay. Off to the epoxy. Okay. This is that stuff I gave $2 for. Okay. I do not know for sure unless you go look if this is supposed to set a lot quicker. You do get cheated because when you look at it in the store, the plunger's back here, wherever, and it's only like half full. It's not, say the plunger's here and it's clear full. You do kind of get cheated on that, and you'll see that in the reviews. But the reason I want to show you why I liked experimenting with it, because see how this stuff looks yellow over here, this side? I can't tell you the price of this. I usually use this. I don't use that clear epoxy in the tubes where you squeeze it out because I never had good luck with it. This is what I want to show you. I'm sure you can see this on camera. Here is this stuff, okay, that's been on here for a while, okay. Now this is the small, this stuff. See how clear it is? Look where it's on the plexiglass here. Acrylic, whatever you want to call it. I call it plexiglass since I was a kid. See how clear that is? So if you want a clear epoxy, and I believe it is harder because I don't have a poker to show you. I ground on this. This is the square that I fixed. I ground on this and kind of tapered this down. Okay. And it's a lot different. You could never grind the other epoxy. This stuff would just kind of gum up and everything. This actually ground away, and I did use high speed, not slow speed. And all this is a Sharpie marker. I mean, I'm sure if you got chemical it'll wear off, but cheap square. And I might not have mentioned in the video, I think I did. I put epoxy on that little piece that goes down in that hole. So, and I did this because the screw always came loose, chunky. So, at least it's a usable square. I mean, you can see I can sit there and pull on it. I can bend it. You know, it's a usable tool. So, that's nice too. Okay, what else? Let's keep rolling. Dollar Tree find for $1. I think that kind of a pretty neat looking color. They had this in red, and I'm sure they had black. I'm thinking this is 40 feet. Don't quote me, because I don't think it's 50. But this has that, just a nasty, whatever, polyethylene, whatever, fluffy. See how you kind of shred it? Wad it up so it's not stranded at all. Now some of this rope would float that had that in it. I had some rope one time that floated, but I wouldn't want to use it for camping. Like you want to have more of a camo stuff. But for a project. Say you had a project, you wanted to use some of this rope. It is nice looking. So I thought I'd show that. It's from a Dollar Tree. If you have them in your area. I go there like probably twice a year. That's it. Like before Halloween, before Christmas, and that's it. So we'll be right back. We'll show you probably one more item. I'm looking at the timer. It's not real long video, but oh well. We'll be right back and show you one other thing. Okay. Anybody offended by skulls or skeletons, I will apologize. I know there's people that do get offended at seeing stuff like that. I have stickers on the window of my shed since I built it, the first Halloween. This was $1, okay? Well, I seen it. It had a little stick where you put it in here and you stick it in the ground. I brought it home and took a Sharpie marker to it. Not the greatest job, but it is glow in the dark. And then I took my real fine line. I can't tell you what brand it is, Sharpie marker. It could be Sharpie Fine Line, because I usually buy that brand. Outline the teeth, then went in here. So it does look better at nighttime. So, because it was all just this. Glow in the dark, it doesn't last very long. It lasts, that's what's funny. It lasts about 5 minutes, that's it, glow in the dark. So, there you go. I thought I'd show that. That is kind of neat. It's just getting that time of year. It'll set on the shelf. I have a couple other Halloween skull things that I might show sometime as it gets close to Halloween. One has sayings and talks. I don't know if that'll avoid whatever on YouTube's playing music and stuff, so I probably won't show it. There you go. Like I said, if you're offended by stuff like that, I'm sorry. It's just something neat. When I was a kid, they made a skull that had orange hair. The old guys probably remember it. My brother in the 70s had one hanging from his rearview mirror. So I'd like to find some, maybe that fake hair and put on here, because it hang from your mirror with long hair about that long. And it was, you get them at the carnival back in the 70s. So that's why I wanted to show that. I might try to find something at the Hobby Lobby craft store and put some hair on this and hang it from the mirror of my truck. So enough of that. We'll find about one more thing before we get out of here. So stay tuned. We'll see what we can dig up here we haven't showed before. Okay, one last thing before we go. Safety tip items. Now these are so cheap. I cannot tell you the price, but I bet you there was only like not even $4 with a coupon. If that's all you was picking up. They have improved these at Harbor Freight. Remember, I always put it, I don't get paid by anybody. I'll just pause there on the item number. Okay. They've improved these. They're a lot better. They used to, now there's a pair I've been wearing, and of course the strap come off and I tied it real quick. I mean, you know that's going to happen. The way they're folded in here and tucked in on each other, I mean I could pull it apart just by pecking at it. Might as well show you. See that? That's tucked in and everything. They have improved these. They used to be so bad that they would scratch super easy. Okay. Now we're going to put these on the camera here. They're a lot better. They used to be really cheap plastic, and it would scratch real easy. And if you tried wiping off with anything, and I've carefully used rubbing alcohol on plastic, it will make it white. I have some eyeglass cleaner, like you clean your glasses with, and there's a little bit in a bottle left over. I bring it out to the shop. That's what I use on here with some Kleenex. Here's my LED bulb. That's that dimmable LED bulb up in there. Nope, no, that ain't. That's the one that came with the lamp. Sorry about that. We're wrong. We corrected ourselves. Anyway, the safety tip of the week. Don't pass these up. I mean, what's your eyes worth? You know, and they're not too bad. They're a little uncomfortable around your nose, but they fit over my glasses. And I wear pretty good big frame glasses because I don't like small lens glasses. I like seeing a good field of view. So there you go. Safety tip. Don't pass these up. They have a real high dollar pair. It's real cool, but you can't wear glasses on them. They're kind of bubble, bug-eyed looking, really cool. But they probably want 10 bucks for them. But there you go. Don't pass these up when you go in there. You have no excuse not having no goggles. Lecture there. Believe me, I've had plenty of stuff flap and smack me in the cheek. I want to get a face shield. I had a wire bristle smack me in the cheek, but it didn't stick in me. But I always wear eye protection, wear leather gloves. And that brings me back to one more item. Boy, this is going to be longer than we thought. I have to show you my new gloves I've been using for MIG welding. Hang in there. Okay, my wife went to a fair. That's where I got that little pocket knife I showed a while back. These are pigskin, whatever name it's like, it could be B&D brand or something, made in China. But I wear those goat skin gloves for working with the grinder and stuff, and I've showed them in other videos. They're very comfortable for MIG welding. And I've been flux core welding. It's a lot hotter. Say you got your hand over here on something, and you're, of course, with your hand welding with it. You know, you can get hot everywhere. These are insulated. See that? Flannel insulated. Probably got them for like $8 a pair or something. But aren't those nice? Look how much I can scrunch my fingers up. They remind me of my, what did I say, goat skin? Yeah, my goat skin ones, but these are lined. So, I have winter gloves, but this will put just a little bit more insulation. They're not welding gloves. I'm not recommending using for welding. Do that stuff at your own risk. But MIG welding, holding the thing, I may have my hand close over here on something, like something splatters. You can see the black splatter on there, spatter. So you can see that it's shot the stuff over from flux core, because you know how smoky nasty that stuff is. But not bad. Be on the lookout when you see things at any stores, farm stores. You know, try them on, look at them. They could have been $8 a pair, which I'm not going to complain. I would have gave that, because they're probably that for the ones that Harbor Freight without a lining in them. So there you go. Nice comfy. Really comfy. And you could tell I could tell if I use these for wood splitting or something in here in the wintertime when I start the stove. Too bad I didn't have 2 pair of these. My hands wouldn't be too cold working with my wood tools. But I usually have everything ready. When I go start the stove, where I got kindling and everything ready. So there you go. Just a bunch of odds and ends this time. So thanks for watching this week, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week.